Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be explaining the entire lore of Dead Rails. So on, so basically, um, I'm just going to be explaining the lore. All right. So the video can start now. On August 6th, 1895, Nikola Tesla receives a telegraph from Washington, D.C., stating that he will be receiving funds in exchange for him developing a bioweapon for the military within a year, with the with the goal being to mimic the effects of yellow fever. Tesla managed to complete his prototype ahead of schedule, with the military sending him another telegraph on January 2nd, 1896, thanking him for his swiftness. They then order 100 barrels of his latest prototype, Agent 15. Things eventually go south as Tesla and his workers are exposed to the bioweapon, with the workers being turned to zombies and Tesla having his brain removed and put in a jar in order to survive. Before his brain removal, Tesla leaves instructions to have his brain be taken to top scientists in order to have him rebuilt. On February 6th, 1898, Captain Prescott receives a telegraph from Washington stating that he and his men will be expecting shipments of Agent 15, with orders to hold onto the barrels for 2 days before a carrier picks them up and delivers them to the USS Maine. 10 days later, Prescott receives another telegraph with an urgent order directing him to burn all prior telegraphs that mention Agent 15 and the USS Maine. A day later, Prescott is ordered to reply to the chain of command or be labeled a traitor and deserter, implying that he had stopped responding. A bounty is eventually placed on Prescott's head. Prescott and his men are eventually turned to zombies, likely from exposure to Agent 15. They now reside in Fort Constitution. It is assumed that a reason Captain Prescott didn't respond to the telegraphs is because him and his men were already exposed to the bioweapon. On June 21st, 1899, a virus began spreading through the United States. It supposedly began as just a mutated form of influenza, but quickly turned into a much bigger issue. The first stage of symptoms is a fever, and the effects included violent tendinitis and unexplained mental effects. The virus seems to be only effective against humans. On June 22nd, 1899, dozens of towns throughout San Antonio report mass looting. This looting is reportedly due to mass panic from the virus. Meanwhile, officials are stating that if you or someone you know begins to experience symptoms of the virus, you should limit exposure as much as possible. June 25th, 1899 is the fourth day since the start of the newly dubbed zombie plague, which has been sweeping through the nation at a rapid pace due to the mysterious effects of the virus. President McKinley orders martial law in an attempt to regain control. The newspaper ends with a call to arms, which for anyone who is willing to aid in pushing back the zombie menace to join the fight. And yeah, that's the entire lore of Dead Rails. And the reason why you're going to Mexico is there's a cure there. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Now you know the lore. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye.